This is Audit 11, DeepSeek versus ChatGPT coding. 3 models, 1 job, and a result that would have gone straight into a report without anyone checking it. Nothing here is an opinion. Every number on screen came out of an API call I ran, timed, and billed. Here is why this matters. The work is DeepSeek versus ChatGPT, published benchmarks against a live run. It is the kind of task a team hands to a model, precisely because nobody wants to do it by hand, which means nobody checks the output either. If the model is wrong, it is wrong silently in a document that everyone downstream now treats as verified. So the question is not which model sounds best. It is which one survives the exact task you would actually give it. Before the test, one thing about how this is measured, because it is the reason the result is worth anything. Public benchmark scores are self-reported, they are run once, and the questions have been on the internet long enough to be in the training data. None of that describes your workload, so nothing here comes from a leaderboard. I generate the task in code, which means the correct answer exists before any model is asked. I call the live API, I time it with a stopwatch around the call, I read the token counts out of the response, and I multiply by the published rate. If a number is on screen, it came off the wire. If a run failed, it is in the total. Nothing is rerun until it looks better. First, what the vendors themselves claim, because that is what every comparison video repeats without checking. DeepSeek 4 Pro 813 from DeepSeek, Humanity's Last Exam with Tools. 60.0, Deep SWE 62.7. That was measured under. For code agent tasks, results are from the minimal mode of the DeepSeek harness, which is the vendor's own tooling, so it is a near tie and not a win. DeepSeek 4 Flash Vision Express from DeepSeek Terminal Bench 2.1 83.9, NL2 Repo 57.7. That was measured under DeepSeek Harness Minimal Mode, which is the vendor's own tooling, so it is a near tie and not a win. Those are published numbers, self-reported, run once, and the source for each one is on screen. I am not disputing them, and I am not repeating them as fact either. They are the claim. What follows is a test I ran myself, on models I can actually call, with a grader that does not care who published what. The rig, 1 prompt, 12 identical runs per model, temperature 0, and a grader written in Python that checks the actual requirement rather than asking a model whether it liked the answer. DeepSeek versus ChatGPT, published benchmarks against a live run. Nothing is sampled, nothing is cherry-picked. Every run counts, including the ones that make the numbers look bad. And the grader, because that is the part that decides what a pass even means. Every reply is checked by a predicate written in Python that tests the one property the task requires and ignores everything else. No rubric, no second model scoring the first, no credit for sounding right. 12 runs per model means what you are about to see is a rate and not an anecdote, and 1 bad run in 12 shows up as a rate instead of vanishing into a headline number. Everything on our side of the wire is fixed. Same prompt, same seed, same grader, temperature 0. The only variable left in the experiment is the model itself, which is the only way the result means anything. One of these 3 models is about to fail a prompt it passes the rest of the time, with nothing changed between the runs. I am not naming it yet. Watch the baseline first, because the baseline is the number that would have shipped. Here is the baseline. DEEPS EEK V4 Flash, 0 of 12 passed, average 0.1 seconds on credits. GPT-OSS 20B, 12 of 12 passed, average 1.9 seconds on credits. 2.5 PRO, 12 of 12 passed, average 9.3 seconds, 11.2 cents for the full set. A single run tells you nothing. Repeat it and the spread appears. Now model by model, because a summary hides which one you would actually have to trust. DEEP SEEK V4 Flash hosted, so there is no per token rate card to compare against. It came back in 0.1 seconds, produced 0 output tokens, and billed nothing, because it runs on a credit grant. Verdict: fail. GPT-OSS 20B hosted, so there is no per token rate card to compare against. It came back in 1.9 seconds, produced 1,586 output tokens, and billed nothing because it runs on a credit grant. Verdict: pass. 2.5 PRO, the middle tier, which is what most teams default to. It came back in 9.3 seconds, produced 11,000 output tokens, and billed 11.2 cents against the published rate card. Verdict: pass. Those lines are the entire commercial case, and they are the lines nobody publishes, because the only way to get them is to run the test yourself and pay for it. Now look at what an average hides. A model that passes 90% of the time is a model that fails 1 request in 10 in production, with no error code and no retry, because as far as the API is concerned, it succeeded. Now a cost line that never appears in a benchmark post. Across this whole test, the models were sent 2,388 input tokens and produced 13,000 output tokens. That is 15% of the traffic going in, not coming back. You are paying, overwhelmingly, for the model to read, and the reading is byte for byte identical every time you ask again. Which changes the economics of every fix people recommend. A retry costs full price. Asking a second model to check the first costs full price. Running it 3 times and taking the majority answer costs 3 times full price on every request, forever. The check that does not cost anything is the one that runs in code after the answer arrives, because it reads nothing and it bills nothing. This is the failure point. DeepSeek Flash failed 12 of 12 runs on a prompt it passed the rest of the time. Nothing changed between those runs. That is the part you cannot patch with a better prompt, because there was no bad prompt. There is a second failure here that is easier to miss, and it is the one that cost you in production. Speed and correctness are not on the same axis. The fastest run came back in 0.1 seconds, and the slowest took 9.3 seconds. But the slow one is not slow because it is being careful. It is slow because it is generating more tokens, and tokens are what you are billed for. So the expensive path is expensive twice, once on the rate card and once on the clock, and it still has to be checked. And the checking is the step that gets skipped, because every answer in this test, right or wrong, arrived in the same flat, confident, well-formatted tone. Nothing in the output tells you which one to trust. That is the real product risk. Not that the model is wrong sometimes, but that it is wrong in a voice that reads exactly like being right. Now the cost, because this is where the decision actually gets made, and on this lineup it is not billed in dollars. The models running on hosted credits have no per token rate to compare, so the price you pay is latency. DeepSeek Flash answers in 0.1 seconds. 2.5 PRO takes 9.3 seconds, 93 times longer for the same job. Put that in a request path 10,000 times a month, and the slow model is not a preference, it is a queue. Most teams pick the biggest model to feel safe. As you just saw, size did not buy the correct answer in every round. One more thing the record shows, and it only shows up because every run was kept, including the boring ones. Every model that cleared the first round cleared the harder one too, which is the outcome you want, and the one you are not entitled to assume. It is worth saying out loud, because a clean run is evidence about this document, on this day, at this temperature, and nothing more. It is not a license to stop checking, because the failure this test is built to catch does not announce itself on the day it finally happens. So here is the guardrail, and it is the same one every time. Use the model for what it is reliably good at, which is finding and extracting. Do not use it for the step that has one correct answer, which is the calculation, the schema, the final decision. Pull the raw values out with the model, run the last step in code, and check the model's own answer against it. When they disagree, you have caught the failure instead of shipping it. That check costs nothing, and it is the only thing standing between a confident answer and a wrong one. If you want to run this yourself, and you should, the whole method is 4 steps. 1. Build the task in code so the correct answer exists before any model is called. 2. Send the identical prompt to every model at temperature 0 and change nothing else between them. 3. Time the call from outside and take the token counts from the API response, not from an estimate. 4. Grade with a function, not with a model. That is the entire rig. It took 11.2 cents of API spend to produce every number in this video, which is less than the cost of one meeting about which model to standardize on. Running the test is cheap. Finding out in production is not. The verdict on DeepSeek versus ChatGPT coding. The cheapest model is not the risk, the unchecked model is. This is not a review. It is a warning. Comment AUDIT and I will send the raw logs, the prompts, and the document so you can run this yourself.